Hello and welcome to Round 4 Flicks. In this video, we'll list the top 10 new web series that released on Netflix, Apple TV, Amazon Prime, and HBOMAX in June and July 2023. These are some of the popular sci-fi, fantasy, and comedy shows right now. Feel free to comment on how many of these web series you are currently watching and which one is your favorite. Let's now begin the video. Number 10. The Lincoln Lawyer. David E. Kelley is the creator of this legal drama series. The story goes on after the conclusion of the well-known case from Season 1. While Mickey Haller is mostly having a good time since he has won important cases as a result of his great success, he is back in the courtroom struggling with his newfound fame as well as new issues and individuals that have an impact on both his personal and professional lives. The problem begins when a restaurant owner Mickey likes gets charged with murder. And of course Mickey takes the case into his own hands, leading him and his friends to investigate a subject that finally leads to them having serious problems. Season 2 doesn't bring about many notable changes, but there are still enough for people to be satisfied. Once again, the story balances a significant ongoing case with cases that Mickey resolves quite quickly. Yet, if you saw the first season, you won't want to miss it. Number 9. The Longest Promise. Jeffrey Chang is the director of this fantasy romance series. The story is set on the Kongsang continent and revolves around the dramatic romance between Zhu Yan, the queen of the Caillou Society, and 11 the crown prince of the Kongsang clan. However, the focus of the story changes when 11 is transferred to Gui Mountain for training after his mother is unjustly convicted of a crime. Despite this, he begins to feel emotionally drawn to Zhu Yan, but they both suppress their feelings. And fate further complicates matters when they decide to support different political conflicts. But finally, they overcame their differences to protect the Kongsang region from a mysterious evil force. Overall, the story is enjoyable and has beautiful costumes, a wonderful backdrop, gorgeous scenery, and acceptable CGI. Although the story itself is just decent and most of the other characters are weak and uninteresting away from the main characters, it is fascinating and appealing enough to keep you hooked. Number 8. Special Ops, LIONESS. Taylor Sheridan is the creator of this spy thriller drama. The story revolves around Joe, the head of a CIA special task force, tasked with taking out dangerous targets. The show focuses on the CIA's Joe and the LIONESS program, which is run by Caitlin Meade and Donald Westfield, who recruit Cruz, a fearless Marine raider, to work secretly with Joe among the leaders of state terrorism organizations in order to neutralize the dangers and threats. Given the show's huge potential, the 2 episodes that have already aired are merely slightly above average. The first episode focuses a lot on Cruz Manuelos, a Marine who is one of Joe's newest agents, and looks at how she became one of Joe's newest resources. In episode 2, we learn a little bit more about Joe and her family. The first episode gives viewers the background knowledge they need to comprehend the season's overall direction and purpose. Viewers may anticipate witnessing a lot more covert operations and combat in the remaining episodes, given the previous 2 episodes. Number 7. The After Party. Christopher Miller is the creator of this murder mystery comedy anthology series. Let's first look at Season 1 in order to comprehend the Season 2 premise properly. In the first season, a murder is discovered at the school's homecoming night party, and the guests attempt to remember what happened, despite the fact that everyone has a different memory of that fateful evening and the perpetrator is still at large. A different character's perspective on the same incident will be presented in each episode. In the second season scenario, a murder occurs at a wedding, and Officer Danner arrives to investigate. Despite the fact that the topic is different, a few characters from Season 1 make an appearance here, and the format is the same as in Season 1 as Danner, and the others strive to identify the culprit while each visitor recalls what happened the day before. The second season is fantastic and keeps the holiday spirit alive with its consistently inventive approach, making for a pleasant experience that viewers won't want to finish. It offers outstanding mystery and entertainment in a TV series format similar to Knives Out. Number 6. DOMINA. Simon Burke is the creator of this historical drama series. The show focuses on the life and successes of Livia Drusilla, the powerful wife of Augustus Caesar, the Emperor of Rome. The story takes place during the conflict that occurred in Rome after Julius Caesar's death. The main story revolves around Livia Drusilla, who despite losing everything, is nonetheless banished. A decade later, she makes a comeback, determined to get back everything that was taken from her. The show follows Olivia as she develops from a helpless young girl to one of Rome's most great and powerful empresses, driven by a fierce desire to take revenge and build power for her sons. The series is a compelling family epic based on real-life events that clearly shows the amazing story of the women, who would later build one of history's most powerful kingdoms. The second season started on July 9, 2023, which we won't discuss now because I'm guessing most of you haven't heard of this show before. Overall, the first season features excellent acting and a compelling story filled with romance, lying, betrayal, and ruthless action. This is a great choice if you want to see something that is comparable to Game of Thrones. Number 5. The Horrors of Dolores Roach. Aaron Mark is the creator of this comedy horror series. The main character of the story is Dolores Roach, who is released from prison after serving an unjust 16-year sentence, and reunites with an old hippie friend named Louise. There, she is allowed to stay and work as a masser in the basement beneath his pastry shop. However, after a shocking event, Dolores attempts to negotiate fail, leaving her with blood on her hands and a dead body on her massage station. This letter starts a journey of panic where her life becomes a very chaotic outflow for the feelings of wrath, anguish, and regret. However, that is not the only murder she commits. I will leave it to you to discover the rest because revealing more will ruin the surprise of what she is about to encounter, and put her newly acquired piece of creativity in danger. Overall, the story manages to be just cunning enough to overcome its many flaws, and frequently elicits screams of laughter from the unsettling concept, making the show engaging and worthwhile to watch. Number 4. Foundation. Josh Friedman and David S. Goyer are the creators of this sci-fi series. Here is Season 1's main storyline for new viewers to comprehend. The show takes place in a time when an empire ruled the galaxies. However, when psycho-historian Hari Seldon predicts the Empire's demise in the following decades, the power and influence of the Empire are in danger as the galaxy breaks down around them, and the Galactic Empire's destruction approaches. The story follows Seldon and some outcasts as they fight to keep up their way of life. The second season is set more than a century after the first one's conclusion, when discontent is spreading throughout the galaxy, and clans are breaking apart as a furious queen plans to overthrow the Empire. In the opening episode of Season 2, Gaul awakens over 100 years after the events of Season 1, and tries to follow Hari Seldon's instructions for building a second foundation, while Seldon is imprisoned inside a tricky puzzle. In the second episode, Gaul experiences a horrific vision, while Day and Queen Sarath's friendship expands, and Hari escapes the trap. The first 2 episodes of Season 2 successfully combine large and complicated concepts with a massive universe, while offering a visual spectacle and capturing the scope and mystery of Isaac Asimov's novel better than Season 1. Number 3. KAZAZI MOTO, Generation Fire. Triggerfish is the producer of this sci-fi fantasy animated anthology series. You may be familiar with the Love, Death, and Robots series, which is somewhat similar to this one. Each episode explores a different topic, including time travel, aliens, and alternate universes. The series is action-packed and includes imagined futuristic worlds filled with cutting-edge technology, aliens, magical creatures, and strange beings that take you on an incredibly interesting journey. The series offers daring science fiction and fantasy stories created from uniquely African perspectives, pulling inspiration from the different cultures and civilizations that make up the continent. Because of their incredible visual appeal and original ideas, the stories are great and appeal to both children and adults. Number 2. Blue Lights. Declan Lawn and Adam Patterson are the creators of this police procedural crime series. The story revolves around 3 police officers who have been sent to Belfast's Blackthorn Division, while they are temporarily on probation. The story of the series develops as these 3 officers struggle to keep up in Belfast, a city where being an emergency police officer comes with its particular stresses and risks, including violent criminals and suspicious intelligence agents. Crime dramas are rarely innovative, yet this series manages to deliver a top-notch crime drama, and present it in a compelling way because of its wonderful characters, comedy, suspense, and concept. Since it only has 6 episodes, give it a try if you enjoy investigative dramas. Number 1. Titans. Akiva Goldsman and Greg Berlanti are the creators of this superhero action-adventure series. It focuses on the Teen Titans, a group of superheroes from the DC Comics. Following the Titans' reactivation and the inclusion of a few more new members, the group now consists of shapeshifter Gar Logan, psychic Rachel Roth, former vigilante Dick Grayson, and an alien creature. The first season is focused on protecting Rachel, who is being sought for by her monster father Trigon, who wants to rule the world. Although the second and third seasons each have an individual focus, they are all connected to the major overarching plot that moves the story forward in each season. This series is really interesting since in addition to the main story, there are numerous side quests that examine the past and origins of each character. The Titans fight a mysterious force that wants to summon Trigon back to Earth in the fourth and final season. Overall, Season 4 is a satisfying conclusion with thrilling action and superb acting, but in comparison to Season 3's excellence, this season is just acceptable because of the weak enemy and inconsistent plot. That is all for today. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to our channel to view future videos about suggested movies and television shows.